Vincent, yes, good afternoon, yes.
Oh, hi, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I'm well. I've got a bit of a cold, but look, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good to finally catch up via these sessions, and I have been rereading the letters that you sent me, and I'm actually thinking of having them printed and bound in a book. Because I think they're a real testament to the time, but also just to this sort of voice that you found in your writing.
Yes,
I thought it was really special.
No, you do realise that I have copyright rights over whatever I've sent, so you can't just go ahead and just publish stuff.
I would just publish one copy just for me to have by my bedside table.
So it'd just be bound and.
Yeah, sort of with a lot of floral paper and as a memento.
Nice, and you mentioned in our last session that you were writing with quill and ink and candlelight. Yes. And I wanted to delve into that further because to me it sounded like there's some health and safety concerns because sometimes when one is writing, one falls asleep and the candle and the ink is highly flammable.
Yeah. Look, my partner was not happy with that whole turn of events, and they put a stop on it. I mean, I tried to explain to my partner that it was part of this process because I'd lost my voice and, we were doing the writing, and she wanted to read your letters. I said, look, this is part of my non-verbal therapy.
No, she can't read that. No, it's strictly confidential.
Well, she did. She read some of them, and and I explained to her this is part of our non-verbal therapy that we're doing at the moment. She went ahead and read them. They went ahead and read them, and then said, "This is non-verbal diarrhea."
Well, right. Probably not an unreasonable assessment of what's been going on.
I was mortified, Michael.
You were mortified.
I was cut to the quick.
You were cut to the quick, and you had to. Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh wow. Well, we probably should start the session proper. But so I trust, apart from being cut to the quick, I trust there's been no self-harm.
No, all good. All good. Yes, my voice is getting strength. It's finding strength, which is good.
It's good. Yeah. That's good. It's very good to hear. Yeah, that's good to hear. So now that we've started the session proper, what do you have to bring to the session today?
Well, I sort of have been reflecting on what the turn of events over the last few months and my relationship with my partner. And we have a strong relationship, we're a team, but they do tend to sort of comment on some of the more, some of my, the things that I do, the exercises I do in relation to therapy, as well as, the stuff I do at my institution. And I just wanted to sort of get some insight into that, like, should I be taking it on board or should I ignore them?
So, where do we start? And indeed, where do we finish? Do you find some of those observations a little bit, how shall I put it, a little bit nitpicky?
Yes, very much. Yes. Very nitpicky and a bit kind of, they're inconsequential.
Yeah. No, and look, it's not for me to put words in your mouth, because you've got plenty of those now that you've found your voice.
The words are spewing out, actually.
They are, and that's a good thing. And there's a thing about, sometimes we feel, we experience emotions, so condescending,
Yes.
What's the definition of condescending, right? Like, how do you actually define it? Well, so condescending is a Greek parachutist.
Yes. Spiraling out of control. Yes. Well, yeah. Well, I do feel like I've been thrown out of the plane sometimes with the comments that she makes. Having said that, though, I am Italian, not Greek.
Right. So, do you sometimes feel like ballast?
Yes, I do. But I have lost some weight, so that's sort of.
So maybe it's misguided ballast. Okay, all right,
yes.
I'll note that down. But listen, the thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is I thought we made really good progress with pronunciation therapy.
Yes, I have been articulating my vowels.
That's it, and that's that whole thing, pronunciation. And I too have reflected on this, and I don't know if you know this about me, but I was really into football for a while when I was living over in London, and I followed Arsenal up the Arsenal.
Oh yes, yes.
Pointless because they'd done the whole the Invincibles thing, and I joined late in the game, and then they started losing everything. But I was following football, and football is the beautiful game. It is.
Yes.
And so I'd watch these pundits, and there'd be characters like Ryan Giggs and Paul Scholes, who are like Manchester United. I don't know if these names mean anything to you, but but I'd be watching these these pundits, and that one of the things they kept on saying, which really upset me a lot, is I was sat.
I was sat.
Right, I was sat, and I would shout at the television screen, say, "No, you were not sat. You were seated."
So they got their tenses wrong.
Well, it was very tense from my point of view, obviously, so this is the whole thing with the pronunciation therapy is just getting it right. Just got to get it right, and that's what it is. And I encourage you to keep working on that.
Okay. Yes, I will. I will keep working on that. Should I get a dictionary and start reading that?
Well, I mean, you can. It depends on which dictionary. So the Oxford Dictionary, and then there's the Cambridge Dictionary. There's a great story about the Oxford Dictionary, about the way it came about, and it's got a different philosophy. I mean, do what you must. Great book called The Surgeon of Crowthorne, which is the history of the making of the Oxford English Dictionary, which is fabulous. And it was basically a collection of uses of various words in parlance, which is a French word, which is ironic, because English is the lingua franca these days.
Yes.
Anyways, but I
think you digress. Thou digresseth.
I digress. But here's the point.
Yes.
What I wanted to introduce, and our time is almost up, really, is I think there's a modality that I think we could explore, between us, if you're willing.
Yes.
And it is the bombastic.
Oh, that sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. So bombastic is because you know, I've gone over my notes and you know, reviewed things, and you kind of, I mean, you've been flamboyant with you know, all that stuff, but I think maybe it's time for you to, you know, break out from the cover and to stop hiding in the shadows.
Okay. Well, can you send me notes about how I can start this? Do I need to follow up with my partner? Do they need to sort of have?
No. Well, that's part of the problem. You know, if you ask for permission, that ruins everything. No, just do it. Just go bombastic.
Okay. Well, I might head down to the local pool and start there.
Well, that's a good way to start. They do have prohibitions. They do say, you know, must not bomb.
Yes.
Well, but anyway, look, our time is up. So.
Well, thank you, Michael. As always, it was very enlightening, and I'm looking forward to reporting back to you with some news about the bombastic modality.
Yeah, go for it. Just give it all you got. That's it.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.